Obviously, you got your hands full this week. What stands out to you about Karlaftis, and what do you need to do to slow him down?
Yeah, I think he's a pretty fast guy. He works the edges. He works a long arm pretty well. Watching that Iowa game, I saw he was able to take advantage of some things, and I think he's probably studying this week the film on both the tackles this week on like our weaknesses and our strengths and stuff. So I think we're just gonna have to shut him down as the game goes on. I think that's kind of the game plan, and just play to the best of our abilities as tackles and use our skill sets that we can use.
Is there a guy you've faced in the past, that he reminds you of it all? I mean, is there a comparison for him that jumps to your mind?
Yeah, I'd say Hutchinson is probably kind of the first guy that I think of. You compare him, but I played Karlaftis 2 years ago, and he's gotten a lot better since then. Just from watching the film, and I'm really excited for the challenge this week. So.
In what ways do you think he's better from when you faced him?
He's obviously gotten bigger. He's gotten stronger. He's gotten faster. I'd say all the ways. He's gotten better. He's gotten smarter. If you go to reach him, he'll shoot inside. not worrying about contain, but that's just kind of. He's taking advantage of his speed and his athleticism. So I feel like we'll just have to keep hands on him the whole game, just be able to stop him. So
if Logan can't go again this week, what's the confidence like in Tanner on the other side?
Yeah, I'd say 100%. Bort's been playing really good the past 2 games, and regardless of whoever's at the position, I think he'll do a good job. I don't think anybody's worried, and if anybody was, he wouldn't be there right now. So I think everybody's got all the confidence in the world, and he's been playing great. So
is there something that you've seen other teams do to have success, or are you guys aiming to be the first team that's really been able to contain him throughout 4 quarters?
Yeah, a lot of the games that they've played have been pretty close games. I would say they've had some tight ones with teams, and not a lot of offenses have scored a ton of points on these guys. And I think our offense is up for the challenge. I think we're ready to play our kind of football that we like to do, and it's kind of running the same old stuff that we usually do. So I think we're really excited for the game, especially for the challenge.
Thanks.
When I walked in here, I assumed you were being asked about Karlaftis number 5. I guess they moved him around a lot, so you could face him, or Lee or Logan could face him. Is it strength? Is it speed? Is it motor? What makes him affect games the way he does?
Yeah, I'd say it's a mix of everything. Played him 2 years ago during the Rose Bowl year, and he's gotten a lot better since then. He's a lot faster. He's a lot stronger. He's a lot smarter. He's a much better player than he was. So I think what makes him stand out is just his athleticism. Like you said, his motor is really strong. He'll work the edge on guys. I mean, you'll think you got him deep enough to roll him around the quarterback, and he's clipping the quarterback, and even though he's stepping up in the pocket. So as an offensive line, I think we just got to finish him on plays.
Now some guys coming off the edge can speed. Some guys maybe bull rush. Is he capable of doing both?
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, he can do all kinds of things. So I think just as the tackles this week, I think we just got to be prepared for moves. I'd say once he likes to work a long arm a lot of times into the chest to work the bull, and then he'll take advantage. If you're oversetting him, he'll shoot inside, and then if you're soft with your hands and he slaps your hands and you're leaning, he'll get you around the edge. So I think he's got a wheelhouse of things. So I think we just got to be ready for everything.
Paul said that it's not just him on defense, that their defense is good. Now, you guys didn't play him last year. He remained a whole defensive staff on there. When you look at their defense, do you see guys flying to the ball? Do you see because it's like 4 or 5 guys are on the ball? What do you see?
Yeah, I'd say, their defense is really good. It's a good team in general. Purdue's not, a team that we should just, look by. They beat, Iowa last week, and that doesn't change, our objectives for each week, but, it shows that they're a good team, and their defensive line is great at working edges on even the guards, the interior guys. They pass rush really well, and, I think the game's just going to come down to guys, finishing blocks, as it always does. And I think as an offensive line, we just got to keep improving.
Paul likes to say it takes all 11 in the passing game. It's not just the quarterbacks or the wide receivers. Given everything you guys return from that unit, has it surprised you that this offense hasn't been more balanced?
Could you repeat the question?
Just, has it surprised you that the offense isn't more balanced in terms of run pass with everything you guys had returning at quarterback and wide receiver, and why that's, maybe taking some more time?
Yeah. As a group, we don't really, look to that kind of stuff. It's above our pay grade for that kind of thing. But, we're blocking the play as the best as we can, whatever's called. And, I don't think a lot of guys really care what is called, as long as we're executing it. Because, I know the coaches are setting us up for success regardless of, what we're facing or whatever. So, and it, like Coach Chris was saying, it all comes down to all 11 guys. Like even in pass pro, like the quarterback's got to step up, the tailback's got to protect areas that he's got to protect. So, it takes everybody.
As an offensive lineman, though, you can sense when defenses respect your passing game or not, just by how many guys are in the box. Do you think, this offense still has the capability to take advantage of those looks, or have you guys kind of, more of a mindset of, hey, let's grind it out and win ugly?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. We're Wisconsin football. The box is going to be loaded up most of the time, but. We always got something that it's in our wheelhouse that we can throw, or we got play actions or nakeds and stuff like that we can set up. But I know that the coaches will have a good plan for us as well.